dreams that you dream of, dreams really do come true. Ooh, someday you wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind. Be where trouble melts like lemon drops, high above the chimney top. That's where you find me, oh, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, and the dreams that you dare to, oh why can't I? Oh, someday I wish upon a star, wake up where the clouds are far behind.
Christy and John, we, your family and dear friends, join in marriage in the presence of God and loved ones. And how appropriate it is that you come together under this beautiful chuppah, the Jewish marriage canopy. The chuppah represents your first home together, represents the hospitality of our ancestors, but also to all the present values to which I know you both hold so fast. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei pari hagafen. In the presence of God and love your loved ones here this evening, I ask you, do you take Christy to be your wife, to love, to honor, to cherish, and to trust?
I do.
And Christy, I ask you, do you take John to be your husband also, to love, to honor, to cherish, and to trust?
I do.
The rings, please. Hare,
Hare,
at,
At,
mikudeshet,
Mikudeshet,
li,
Li,
ba,
Ba,
tabaat,
Tabaat,
zo,
Zo,
kedat,
Kadat,
Moshe,
Moshe,
v'Yisrael.
by Yisrael.
Be consecrated to me
Be consecrated to me
with this ring
with this ring,
as my wife,
as my wife,
in keeping with the heritage
in keeping with the heritage
of Moses and Israel.
of Moses and Israel.
Christy, repeat after me, putting the ring on John's right hand forefinger. Hare,
Hare,
ata,
Ata,
mikudash,
Mikudash,
li,
Li,
ba,
Ba,
tabaat,
Tabaat,
zo,
Zo,
kedat,
Kedat,
Moshe,
Moshe,
v'Yisrael.
Yisrael.
Be consecrated to me
Be consecrated to me
with this ring
with this ring
as my husband,
as my husband,
in keeping with the heritage
in keeping with the heritage
of Moses and Israel.
of Moses and Israel.
Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh amo Yisrael ad yadei chuppah v'kiddushin. We praise you, God, who hallows our people Israel through the sacred rite of marriage at and under the chuppah. And again, together we say Amen. With this ceremony, we affirm our intention to provide for each other the protections and privileges of the sacred union. These rites symbolize our commitment to each other as beloveds and friends before God and these witnesses. We vow to share the joys in life and comfort each other in times of sorrow. We vow to support each other in intellectual, physical, and spiritual pursuits. We vow to care for each other's emotional well-being with compassion and with tenderness. We vow to establish a home committed to the creation of an all-inclusive society. We look forward to building a family filled with love and peace, learning, and laughter, we joyfully enter into this covenant and solemnly accept the obligations herein. The 11th century commentator comes and asks, how is it possible that you get just in a couple of moments of blessing from the first man and woman of creation to the final man and woman, the one of redemption? And he says it's really easy. Come under the chuppah, look at the light coming forth from the eyes of the bride and the light coming forth from the eyes of the groom. Capture that and bottle it and sprinkle it around the world, and very easily can you see the bridge being built from the time of creation, indeed, to the time of redemption. Well, during our meetings together, I asked you both to tell me how it is that you came to meet and to love one another. And as you shared your story with me, it has been so easy and so clear for me to understand why the two of you fell in love and made the decision to grow old together. You see, you, Christy and John, I believe, form a whole union. I believe that in some way, in some cosmic way at least, you were connected in such a significant manner that your relationship really does harken back to the time of creation, spiritually connecting the two of you in the way that the original man and the original woman came together. And if not to the time of creation, then at least we could say back to May of 2007, when you came to know each other, slowly but surely connected to each other, and connected so much so that all of us get to gather here as you come together in holy matrimony. Though our association is still unfolding, and I know everyone here has known you much longer than I, still, I've had the chance to observe the kind and loving way that you treat one another and look to each other. Christy, you told me that you love John because he is truly the kindest and most loving person you've ever met. You admire him because he's smart and because he's fun, but most of all, you love John because he looks out for you at all times and always has your well-being on the forefront of his mind. And John, you told me that you love Christy because she makes you feel incredibly good about yourself. You admire her. That's a good thing, folks. You admire her because of her kindness, her humor, her determination. But most of all, you love Christy because she gets you down to the core, gets you in the deepest of places, and has the ability, because of her love for you, to make you feel more unique and more special than you've ever known. I can see by the way that you interact that you're both strong and gentle, carefree and serious. Most of all, you just delight in each other's presence. The two of you have the values and the ethics that will make for a solid union. Values of unconditional love, of honesty, of communication, of generosity. Ethics of support, of consistency, of evolution of self, and a healthy respect for your Jewish culture and heritage. Christy and John, your home and indeed all your life together can always be like you imagined. One that is open to the needs around you, but never losing the intense love you have for each other, because you both bring gifts beyond compare, those which make you like no other couple in the world. Christy, I'll say to you that you stand here as an incredibly beautiful bride, a bright and sensitive and loving woman. You innately care about others and somehow know how to make people around you feel like they really, really count. You know how to listen patiently and naturally put forth compassion and a generosity, a huge generosity of heart. But maybe most impressive to me is that you really know how to take life on. You evolve and you grow. You know what it means to rebound. You are the epitome of resiliency and renewal. Some people let life bring them down, but not you. You let it bring you up. And on the way up, you have the strength to take others with you. And all these gifts will make your life with John that much more unique and that much more holy. And John, you stand here next to your bride equally, a handsome and capable groom, an exceedingly intelligent, sincere, earnest, and caring man. You have an incredible work ethic, focused on moving ahead and learning and knowing more about your profession. You know how to analyze and to solve, but you do it with logic and real intellect. But most importantly to me, you do it with humility and an appreciation for life's worth. You are naturally kind, innately giving, incredibly sincere, and incredibly authentic. You are loyal and loving, an incredibly fine and decent human being down to the core, the epitome of what Jews call being a real mensch, and you are in every definition of the word. And all these gifts will make the years you share with Christy joyful beyond imagination. These gifts that I just mentioned are the best gifts you guys are ever going to receive. So long after the other gifts of tonight are unwrapped and put away, my prayer for you tonight is you take the gifts I just mentioned and renew them every single day of your lives. Because the truth is, especially on this night, but for the rest of the days of your life, you totally, totally deserve that. Let that be my prayer for the two of you tonight. And together we say, Amen. We now invoke God's blessing upon your heads in this evening of your marriage. Yivarechacha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God bless you and keep you. Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. May God shine down compassion unto you through your eyes and your hearts and your precious souls. Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God in God's infinite wisdom grant the two of you the most precious gift of all, and that's the gift of shalom, indeed the gift of peace. And one more time tonight we say together, Amen.
Amen.